Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mike here at Game From Scratch. And the end of day yesterday, some breaking news in the world of game development, and that is that Disney are buying a huge equity stake in Epic Games. Huge being $1.5 billion. On top of that, they also announced a number of collaborations, and let's just jump right into it. So this is the announcement from the Disney site. Epic Games have a similar announcement, but it's much shorter and basically just links back to this one. So let's just run through this. So Walt Disney Company and Epic Games will collaborate on an all-new games and entertainment universe that will further expand the reach of the beloved Disney stories and experiences. Disney will also invest $1.5 billion to acquire an equity stake in Epic Games alongside the multi-year project. The transaction is subject to customary conditions, including regulatory approval. In addition to be a world-class game experience and interoperating with Fortnite, the new persistent universe will offer a multitude of opportunities for consumers to play, watch, shop, and engage with content, characters, and stories from Pixar, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Avatar, and more. Players, gamers, and fans will be able to create their own stories and experiences, express their fandom in a distinctly Disney way, and share content with each other in ways that they love. This will all be powered by Unreal Engine. Now, the interesting part here is this interoping with Fortnite. So this sounds like it'll be Fortnite for creators type experience, or UEFN, that's ultimately powering this. And we've seen more and more Fortnite co-branding projects. They did a project recently with Lego as an example, and the company behind Lego also, I believe, took an equity stake in Epic Games. So on top of that, our exciting new relationship with Epic Games will bring together Disney's beloved brands and franchises with the hugely popular Fortnite in a transformational new games and entertainment universe, said Robert A. Iger, the chief executive officer of Walt Disney Company. This marks Disney's biggest entry into the world of games and offers significant opportunities for growth and expansion. We can't wait for fans to experience the Disney stories and worlds they love in groundbreaking new ways. Disney was one of the first companies to believe in the potential of bringing their worlds together with ours in Fortnite, and they use Unreal Engine across their portfolio. Tim Sweeney, CEO and founder of Epic Games, said, now we are collaborating on something entirely new to build a persistent, open, and interoperable ecosystem that will bring together Disney and Fortnite communities. Now, Tim has always been all about the metaverse, this whole, future linked together, with Fortnite powering it, where everybody would come together into this one space. And my goodness, when he's got Disney on board, that is actually starting to seem like a viable thing to happen. So this will enable us to bring together our incredible collection of stories and experiences from across the company for a broad audience in ways we have only dreamed of before, said Josh D'Amaro, chairman of Disney Experiences. Epic Games' industry-leading technology and Fortnite open ecosystem will help us reach consumers where they are so they can engage with Disney in ways that are most relevant to them. So this is a deepening of the relationship. Disney and Epic Games have engaged hundreds of millions of players through Fortnite content integrations, seasons, collaboration, in-game activation, and live events, including Marvel Nexus War with Galactus, which drew more than 15.3 million concurrent players. Unreal Engine is used to produce assets and content across the Disney portfolio, including in the development of video games like Kingdom Hearts 3 and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, in cinematic editing and animation for films and streaming, and in the creation of more than 15 Disney park attractions like Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run at Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Of course, they also were the production tool for The Mandalorian, which was a big announcement back in the day. This all builds on Epic's participation in the 2017 Disney Accelerator program, which seeks to impact the future of technology and entertainment. So game industry growth and Disney game success. Digital world is growing and evolving with more than 3 billion video game players worldwide who want to move safely and seamlessly between the worlds they love, unleash their own creativity, and experience great gameplay. Disney's game business continues to deliver strong results since it shifted to a licensed business model in 2016. Disney is a leading games licensor working with best-in-class developers and publishers, including on the best-selling superhero game of all time, Marvel's Spider-Man. Licensed games from Disney garnered more than 150 award nominations, wins, and accolades in 2023, including multiple Game of the Year nominations for Spider-Man 2. Disney mobile games have 1.5 billion global installs, and to date, 9 Disney game franchises have grossed more than $1 billion in sales. In the U.S., the world's largest game market, licensed title from Disney regularly hit the top 10 bestsellers list. So then a bit of details about both of them, forward-looking statements, etc. So that is a huge announcement. So basically, it sounds like all of Marvel and Disney and Pixar, etc., are all going to be coming to the Fortnite ecosystem. It sounds like it's going to be in parallel to it, but it's hard to say exactly what that means in this day and age. But definitely a big partnership. Of course, Disney is also using Unreal Engine in a number of other capacities to make traditional style games, as well as for film production. Now, one of the probably most insightful articles I found on this was from VentureBeat in their GameBeat section. And this is basically from Dean Takahashi, probably one of the best or only games journalists out there. And there's a breakdown of what exactly Bob Iger said about this deal. So he's done an interview since where he talks a little bit more about what this is all about. It's not just our parks where we are creating new opportunities for consumers to engage with the characters and franchises they love. In our new relationship with Epic Games, we're creating a transformational games and entertainment universe that integrates Disney's world-class storytelling into Epic's cultural phenomenon, Fortnite, enabling consumers to play, watch, create, and shop for both digital and physical goods. This marks Disney's biggest entry ever into the world of video games and offers significant opportunities for growth and expansion. The new immersive universe will unleash their own creativity and experience the Disney stories they love in groundbreaking new ways. Younger audiences in particular are huge consumers of video games. In fact, among millennials, Gen Z is a significant amount of time spent on screen-based platforms playing video games. This new universe from Disney and Epic provides us with tremendous opportunity to not only meet more consumers where they are, to allow more audiences to cultivate a bond with Disney's iconic brands and franchises, including Marvel, Star Wars, and much more. One analyst asked about the different iterations of video game strategy that Disney. So this isn't the first time that Disney's tried to get into the world of video gaming. And Iger responded, "You're right. We tried our hand at video games a number of different directions. Actually, the one that ended up being the most successful for us was the license. And in fact, we've licensed $9 billion franchises, including the Spider-Man franchise, which is the most successful video game. Last year, after I came back, I sat down with Josh D'Amaro, who runs our Disney Experiences, and his executives who actually manage games, Sean Shoptow. The first thing they showed us were the demographic trends, and when I saw Gen Z and Gen Alpha, even millennials, I saw the amount of time that they were spending in terms of their total media screen time on video games. It was stunning to me, equal to what they watch on TV and movies, and the conclusion I reached was we had to be there. We knew that our relationship with Fortnite, that there was already success with some of our characters and franchises were expressed and showed up in Fortnite. Again, they met back with the Disney Accelerator program. They started discussing about a gigantic Disney world with Fortnite completely interconnected. Again, Tim has been pushing for this whole metaverse thing since I think he came out of the crib. So this is obviously where he wants to go with this. The world would be one where people could create their own games, could watch, could imagine the creation of short-form videos, or maybe we may even use the platform to actually distribute some of our content. He said that the people that could interact with one another, ultimately some form of shopping as well as other forms of creation. Obviously, there will be some opportunities to buy digital goods for native at some point physical goods, and I just think that given the demographic trends and given the success of Fortnite, and by the way, they are experiencing a really good year of both customer satisfaction and growth as they return to some of their roots. Iger said Disney can take our IP from movies and our television and have them expressed in our parks. He said that this is also a great way to do it in games. It is a way to have skin in the game with them, with the investment of $1.5 billion to strengthen a partnership. Because we have skin in the game, we also build a world where we're actually not trading too much risk for the company. So as we've said, this is the best of all worlds in many respects, from a business venture perspective, and certainly great for consumers who love to interact with our characters already in video game format. Now, ironically, this actually isn't the first step into this world, because there's a link here. Back in 2020, Sony made a $250 million investment in Epic Games. This joins the 2013 investment by Tencent. 2012, they invested $330 million for a 40% stake. Now, amazingly enough, Sony's $250 million gave them a 1.4% stake. So you kind of have an idea of how it changes over time and how much of a stake that Disney is probably going to get out of this investment. But yeah, there is now a new major investor inside of the platform. The funny thing is Disney stocks went up a lot after this. In pre-market trading, they were up 7 or 8% after this announcement. And by far and away, this is the biggest part of the announcement. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Disney and Epic Games. Disney is taking a $1.5 billion stake in Epic Games. It sounds like Disney is bringing most of its IP over to the Fortnite universe, and of course using Epic's technologies in film production, in game production, etc. Let me know what you think of this huge news in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.